Welcome to Mechanical Advantage Garage. I'm Kerry.
I'm Ross.
And we're at fucking Lurkshop in Brooklyn.
Yay.
Yay! Please do.
Fucking hell.
They're like, really? The one that your email is still talking about, you stupid fuck.
look at this, not a cop car with fucking...
You mean that fucking, the Mario missile that just went?
Mario missile. So I'm here in Brooklyn at the world famous Lurkshop. A quite awesome motorcycle shop. Check this shit out. Oops, couldn't curse. And today we're checking on my race bike, which has been sitting here for way too effing long.
Might go this way because I don't want to kiss.
Notice I'm not helping. That's my stand too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the worst stand in the world.
Well, it's homemade.
I love it.
That's how you know it's great.
Here, can you put that back there for me?
Back where? Here?
Yeah, just go that.
Do you want me to set it up or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just so I can... That feels good. Just you want to throw it on for me?
Yeah, yeah.
Here, I got you. It's just this part sucks. You just got to put a foot on it.
I'll put the foot on it. That's how I lose my foot.
Ready?
1, 2, 3. There we go. There we go. So this is the closest I will ever get to like awesome racing heritage. It is a 1971 Kawasaki H1 triple with a frame that was modified by Todd Schuster. Todd Schuster was one of the mechanics with Butler and Smith who helped BMW win Daytona on an R90S with Udo Gettel. And he was also quite an awesome character in New York. He built sets on Broadway, but he also built awesome racing motorcycles. And I think he worked for Honda for a while too. But he modified this frame for David Goldstein, who raced this bike from new until his passing in the mid-2000s. And then I bought it from he who shall not be named in the racing world. And just as a way of saving it because it was going to get parted out. And we've been trying to get it back on track for a while. The last time I brought it here, the engine was out of it. So I see that's been done. Ross, talk to me about it, man.
Well, everything was taken. What happened was this is definitely ported very interestingly.
Oh, so the motors were done by Kevin Cameron,
Yeah.
who, if you ever read Cycle World, had the technical articles there, but he was also... That's right, he's still... Well, is Cycle World... Oh, Cycle World. But I don't think Cycle World's still a magazine anymore.
No, it's all online.
Yeah.
He's still writing.
Right. But he was part of Kawasaki's racing effort and did the engines to H1R spec. In fact, I have 3 of them. Or at least accordingly did it to H1R spec. Heck yeah. It's beer o'clock.
Fast as fuck, boy. Sponsored by
We're not here to fuck spiders. Sorry, swore twice.
Oh, I don't care.
Advil, Modelo, Red Bull.
So other cool details about this thing is the monotrack bodywork in ancient fiberglass. That's the tank here and the seat here with a oil tank in the seat that I don't even know if would work.
I don't know how well it seals. The only reason I put this here was for testing initially.
Yeah.
And that's just a separate oil tank. It's like, this was just to run the motor
Right.
at the time.
But we got some fancy carbs on here.
Yeah.
We got fancy everything on here.
They're just DMs, but they're the right ones for this. Mm-hmm. Rest in peace, Subco.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Apparently they're getting bought. But I don't want to be the person saying that on YouTube because I don't know. So maybe edit that part out. But,
Okay, I will edit that part out.
But,
I'm not editing that part out.
Or already have been. Yeah, it's got the different intake spigots, like they're rubber mounted instead of the straight guys.
Right.
It's got everything's 4x5. You had 2 motors.
I have 2 motors.
Again, one was very experimental. The whole this was previous to proper like actual squish development, like modern squish, where you want to really. I mean, people can argue something in there. Okay, I don't care. You want a really tight. You want to make that burn as efficient as possible. It's called soft piston. I hadn't really figured that out yet, and sorry.
Oh, this is all good TV.
All very important. But basically, you had one where they were obviously really playing with the flame travel. I mean, most of the combustion chamber, like where the main area of combustion would be, was towards the rear, like the intake side.
Right.
It wasn't central. Really good. And then they had flattened out almost like a tear shape.
Really?
Inside. Yeah. Yeah, it was very, very weird. I assume that it's something to do. I mean, really, I know what we would do now is we would weld that all up. Kawasaki heads aren't the best. You'd weld that all up, and then you just cut in proper squish, and then you play with time and do all that stuff. That's the advantage of far smarter people than us. Invented it in the 90s and 80s.
Right.
And that was years after this stuff was being developed, you know?
Right.
But the motor probably needs to come completely apart and get a redo. This was just
New crank seals, because they're old.
This thing had been stored with hydroscopic oil, so there was a few.
There was some water
there was
in there.
Molds in there.
Ugh,
Yeah,
gross.
So you had some negative space. That were,
There's not even a Kickstarter on it right now.
no. No.
Or a chain.
This was moved, obviously, since we moved, but this was attempted. But yeah.
Oh, it looks like we attempted to put brakes on it at one point too.
Well, that was playing with it. You still have a lot. You got the Grimecas upstairs.
Yeah,
AP or Grimecas?
I think they're AP racing.
They're AP racing. Yeah, you have APs. You have those brackets. That's 1,000 front end.
That's actually a KZ650 front end.
No.
I think so. I know that the trees are.
1,000 front end was 36.
Yeah, oh yeah, all the Kawasaki front ends with 36, all the way up through the EX500.
That's right.
So, but I know the trees, since this thing used to run Cherryanis with a front drum, a 4-leading shoe front drum, and it had Ars's top clamps on it. We didn't get any of that. The racing company that shall not be named kept all that front end stuff, except for the drum. I have the drum. Yeah, I have the drum. We could just throw the drum on. No.
Never won a race.
Oh, it's a magnesium drum, so it'd have to be X-rayed and stuff too.
But then double no.
Yeah, but no, the front clamps here are actually 1972 disc brake clamps, and they're the only ones that fit a 71 and earlier drum brake frame for disc brake front ends, because the disc brake front end rake is different than the drum brake rake. And so I had to actually find these 1 year only stupid factory stock clamps to make it happen. Oh, and by the way, David rode this as a street bike at some point because it has a light on it and it has a tail, or it used to have a tail light on the
Yeah,
back.
it's in the box, but there's bolts
Yeah.
right there. It's got like 2-3 wires.
Yeah, but it is an insanely fun bike if we can ever get it together.
I believe, well, what's the old triangle expression? Cheap, well done, fast.
Pick 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know it was 2 we picked.
Well, it's not fast, that's for sure.
Yeah. No, this is, I'm scared.
You're gonna ride it, not me.
Yeah.
I look like an idiot on this bike. Here, you know what? Take my.
I think you look great on it.
No, here. Take my. Keep filming me. This is how stupid I am on this thing. This is why I'll probably end up. You're gonna be the test pilot here.
Someone else needs to take a photo of this real quick.
Oh, I can't even get my legs up anymore. I got too fat.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't do this. I can't racer tuck anymore. I packed on too many pounds.
That's okay. Life's good when you're having fun. Well, it's a different front end, and we would run that we would change that. I'd measure the trail out. I mean, I know what I got to do. This is just, we're at the let's get this thing running phase.
Yeah.
which also is like I was saying to Carrie. There you go, Carrie.
We got to convert gasoline into noise.
Gasoline into noise, and then probably seals into the puncturing ones.
Right.
And then,
Oh, because this thing will smoke out the place if we ever get it running.
well, I have no problem with that. That's what we're waiting for. This thing, I'm testing to get some dollars, so then I can put it in that room. It's not even a problem.
Put it in that room.
Ignore my expensive storage room.
Oh, there's a nice. Wow, there's actually some nice bikes in there too.
Yeah, and a
There's-
dyno.
and a dyno.
For that area.
Yeah, we definitely need to put it on the dyno
Absolutely. Well, that's the only.
because it'll go basically, 20 horsepower, 20 horsepower, 20 horsepower, power band, 100.
Yeah, this was.
David Goldstein's old bike.
Who? G. Romero?
Oh yeah,
G.
supposedly he rode it. Yeah,
Romero. Right.
I have a photo of
Yeah. And then
him on the bike. So
this is very easily makes 100. It is terrifying.
very easily makes how much?
And the correction, you are going to race this at midnight.
Yeah, get your beer. Yes. I don't know about that. Chin chin.
Chin chin.
Wow.
Just put gas in it.
Oh, so the coolest part, nobody knows about this, do they? Because nobody's ever seen it with the seat off. So, the coolest part about this frame is Todd Schuster built the frame, right? So,
It's the. There you go. Yeah. Boy.
right?
Yeah.
So, he capped all the ends with buffalo nickels.
Yeah.
And what's funny is he only did the buffalo on one side. The other side's not a buffalo. It's a buffalo nickel, but it's the back side without the
Yeah.
buffalo.
That's so funny.
So you see two sides of the coin.
Yeah.
This frame alone, because it's a Schuster frame.
Yeah.
I know it's a very small pool of people really in the world that would be like, oh my god, but there are going to be some weirdos who, well, what do? You have Butler and Smith Beamers.
Yeah.
He did all
The
Freddie
HRC
Spencer's.
Honda. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Freddie Spencer. When
He did all
Freddie
Freddie's. Everything steel frame Honda.
Yeah.
He had that very interesting shirt.
He had the Hemi Ford van.
Hemi Ford van where he cut the hole in the top and put a bubble on top for his top hat.
Yes, that was the one.
Yeah. He was a
The Hemi
big boy.
Econoline. Oh yeah. Well, he was my height. He was like 6'6".
Yeah. Yeah.
Todd
yeah.
Schuster?
He said, he said he needed a Hemi in a Ford because he needed more power. And it was a shorty bust, wasn't it? Like,
Yeah, it was an Econoline.
oh, okay.
The like 70s.
Right at the
where
front.
it's now super shorties.
Like, yeah, the 60s Econoline.
Oh, damn.
Like the front, the
Was
cab
it a
over.
van or the tray?
It was a van.
Oh, sick.
It's like generator everything in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're gonna totally ride this on the street too. Look at his smile.
This thing is, sorry. Yeah, and then we went 30 mil carbs.
Yes.
I don't want to die. Because everyone puts on 32s or 34s or whatever. And listen, if you're Valentino Rossi, you're going to get a Zuma and you're going to beat me on this thing. You're
Right.
going to beat anyone on a Zuma. Like that's what I was saying. Like my CBR 250R, I'm so slow around the track for 7 rounds and the bike was underpowered.
Yeah.
But no, you look good. Huh? Aw, thank you, buddy.
And this isn't the only triple here, by the way, that has like racing heritage. Or not racing heritage. This is the only triple here this isn't the only triple here that's like have a connection with you and me. Because there's my old KH 500.
Yeah.
Did I ever
Which I
tell
will
you-
do.
Did I ever tell you the story about how I got that bike home?
Yes. I also love that was the guy who got up was that dude who used to race in Fountain Ave.
No.
That guy used to race this up and down Fountain Ave. Like,
No. So I bought this from like a homeless dude all the way out on the island, right?
The guy
And he was
on the
a
title
yeah.
was a dude in sheepshead.
Oh no, but I'm pretty sure the guy I bought it from wasn't the guy on the title.
I'm absolutely
it was
sure
an-
you're right. The guy on the title,
Yeah.
apparently used to rock this thing. I'm sure these cases are.
Well, when I bought it, it had a slick on it, and it had a fully braced swing
Yeah.
arm and wheelie bars.
It was very much a bike that
Yeah.
people I know.
I still have the slick, by the way.
You can keep it on the wall.
No, but I have it's on the on the
compare it
rim
to
and the
the
whole
other
thing.
one?
Well, I mean that's what they look like in real life, like when they're actually done in nice.
I need a number 3. I know this is on your YouTube channel we're talking now, but I need a number 3 pipe.
It's in my garage in Ohio.
Does it look like that?
It looks pretty close, actually. All my pipes are really nice.
Name me a price. I will
Okay.
tell him, because if you look under, it's split.
Yeah.
Don't let Momos work on your stuff, people. Don't be a Momo.
Don't be-
It's fine. Yeah,
Right.
what's the was it Teddy Roosevelt? Oh no, Benjamin Franklin. What's the bitterness of poor quality
Oh, the bitterness of poor quality outlasts the sweetness of low price.
low price?
I don't think that was Franklin.
If it wasn't Benjamin
Roosevelt or
Franklin,
Benjamin
he paid
Franklin.
someone to steal it like he did everything else.
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck. Everyone's used.
Oh no, if it was Ben Franklin, it would be like the taste of your bootstraps or sweeter if you pull yourself up with it. Yeah. And fuck my parents and.
Yeah. and I got my son to go out and get electrocuted.
All right. So since you said yes, I'm still going to tell the story anyway of how I got this bike home.
Oh, cool. There's a dead rat next to it.
Oh, there really is a dead
We
rat.
got
next to
one.
it. We got one.
Yeah, we had one
We
left.
got one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but that's not the one that I saw that I sent you in that video.
Okay. So this bike right here, this KH500 triple, was an old drag bike. I bought it on eBay, of all places, and I go out to Mastic Beach to pick it up, and the guy is living in a one-room shack without a bathroom, right? And the whole shack is filled with three things: a cot, this bike, and beer cans, and that's it,
Happiest man in the world, dog. That sounds amazing.
right? And he shows up, and he's the drunkest human alive. And
He was like, "How are you?" Did you go up there and be like, "How are you doing?" He was like, "I'm doing
Yeah.
great."
I'm happy.
I actually showed up in the GTO because I thought I was gonna pass on it, because when I finally got around, I threw in a stupid low bid. I think the bike was under $1,000,
Wow.
titled, and
Did it have a run?
I got it to run once when I was living in Flushing,
Okay.
for a minute, and that was it. And actually I still have the carbs. Huh?
Unfortunately, it's become, because it's my bike,
Yeah.
it's become a bit of a part.
Oh, even I still have the top clamp for it, but I don't
I
know.
got a
If
different front end for it.
oh, well, okay, there you go.
I'm going to be running.
So anyway, I go and I pull this thing out of the room, and
Wait for the Batman. Oh, that's what it's like.
so I pull this out of the room, and I'm like, you know what? I'll take the bike anyway. So I back it up to the GTO,
So you just threw it in the trunk.
and I threw it in the trunk. I lifted it and threw it in the trunk by myself, one end at a time, into the GTO. It was on its side the whole way home with the trunk open, just because I didn't bring a truck with me. I didn't have a truck at the time.
That's a testament to old American cars, though. You fit all.
It's a testament to how badly I wanted a motorcycle.
That's also true.
Yeah. So,
Things we do.
right. So the fairing for this bike actually is hanging in the rafters. We can go take a look at it right now.
Up front, towards the right, by the bathroom.
All right, cool. And while we'll take a tour on the place, because this place is kind of cool. So there's a lot of bike parking here for people in Brooklyn, which is awesome. But they also do service, because here are bikes being serviced. And here are dudes hanging out and chatting. And here is the racing fairing for it, hanging from the rafters, which I accidentally broke the windscreen on it. But it is a lightweight fairing. It is actually quite cool. And then there is some, we'll just walk around. There's some other cool bikes back here. They do a lot of racing stuff too, which I do appreciate. Ross has been a good friend of mine for a very, very long time. And I kind of miss him not living in Brooklyn anymore, But I'm in Ohio now. I'm in a better place, as they say. I can ride more. This thing's awesome. Look at this thing. I'm sorry, this is just way too cool. It's an XS650, but wow. Look at it. Just look at it. It's awesome. So that's my race bike and the sad story of how I'm ever going to get this thing running again. I'm not sure. It's so cool. I mean, look at it. It's amazing. I don't think I'll ever ride it again, but I'm hoping Ross will put it on track. Maybe if we ever put it on the street, I'll ride it on the street once in a while. But like I said, I can't fit it on it anymore, so I think I have to lose some poundage right here. But it's a cool bike. I miss it terribly. How did Lurkshop start?
Oh, God. In the old garage.
In the old garage we
The
had in
garage,
Brooklyn.
Carrie had the garage, and then Scott took it over, and I always... Oops,
So our friend Scott Round Scott
Scott.
Rounds, who, hi Scott, he races flat track now in Portland.
Nah, he's retired. I think he's doing Mad Dog stuff on Little Hundreds, and
Oh, nice.
fighting with kids. But
Well,
he's
that's all of us. You've got kids, I've got kids, he's got kids.
Yeah, no, it's in like I think he's racing kids, but yeah, he's
Oh.
but yeah, no, Scott's retired from racing, but
Oh, right on.
he's got that dog in him, so he might see
Well, that
red.
dog will hunt, you know.
But he Scott had the garage, and then I took it over, but basically, I mean,
so the name came from
Scott.
Scott.
So we didn't have a name, and we
Right.
didn't whatever. So we called it the Lurkshop forever. But the amount of times people like tried to rob us or whatever.
Oh, no, it was always the guys walking by. They were like looking in. they're like,
You guys like work on dirt bikes? It's like,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
right.
like, will you swap frames? That was kind of the number one thing I'd get. I'm like, no. But then, and then we had some altercations there and whatever, and everything's like, everyone was awesome most of the time. But
Right.
then we go to the workshop, and Scott very slowly said, more like the Lurkshop, and that was it. And our logo is, I'm not wearing a hoodie, is the Newport logo because
it was on something I just saw. Where was it?
everywhere, but it's
Everywhere.
literally it became the Newport logo because we didn't really have a lot of money for food. So Lucy's got us so line. Carrie's from New York. He can explain Lucy's pretty good. But, yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
but Sure.
As my lawyer, yeah,
Right.
no, I don't know what that is, officer, but yeah, no, so
It's loose cigarettes you buy from a bodega.
yeah, but once upon a time, yeah.
Yeah, once upon.
Once upon a time. Right. Yeah, that's how it happened. And then I still have that garage.
You still have the garage.
Ralph hit me up, said another one's.
Are you
yeah.
taking another one too?
No.
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 But what's in the garage there?
In the one, so
You know what's missing?
In
I can't
our
find-
garage?
Yeah.
my Hawk motor, Ryan's bicycles, and then ironically, Zach's 3 bikes are all here. He's access his Mito and his XR.
Yeah.
But he parks them in there because Zach lives on the corner of Redacted and Redacted, like on Franklin. Like he
Yeah,
lives right there.
Oh, nice.
And then he, so, and then bicycles and stuff and killing rats, ironically.
Yeah.
And then, definitely, it's still there. I'm not going to
You
give
know
up.
what's missing? I can't find. Have you seen a Harley Super Glide tank in there that's blue?
I'm 90% sure it's still there.
If it's still there, if you find it, can
You know
let me
what? It might not be because I think it was up the top,
Yeah.
and I think Scott. No, it might be. I'll check. I gotta ask Ryan because he was the last person to clean it up.
All right. Well, take a look around. See if there's a blue Harley
But
Super Glide
that
tank.
place, I mean, Sarah was there for how many years?
Oh,
What up,
Sayer
Sarah?
was there.
Yeah.
Sayer, who actually runs a bike shop in
Nova.
Massachusetts, Nova Motorcycles.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nova Motorcycles.
Nova Cycles.
Yeah, Nova Cycles.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get the fucking background here. Oh, well, they're moving bikes. That's why we have to move.
Yeah. And then Sarah had that forever.
Yeah.
You had Cousteau next door, whatever his name was.
Oh, no, so...
The
so
dolphin guy.
Fabian Cousteau, who was Jacques Cousteau's grandson, used to park his bikes in there with
Because
us.
he had a girlfriend once around the corner, so he put his Mint XS in there.
Oh, you should have seen his Norton that was there. It was so pretty.
Norton.
His all
Are you outie?
Elvin Wilcox Norton.
Yeah.
Oh, he's leaving? Right.
You doing that again? Okay, whatever. I'll deal with it. And then, and then so he was there, and then all these other things happened there that redacted. And
Redacted.
Then, but everything's fine. It's funny. Like we're vindictive. And then
They're vindictive.
I play a long game, man. Listen, good enemies worth 1,000 teachers, and I'll learn you today. But no,
Wow.
no. Everyone's
everyone's
very
great.
happy. No, it's great. That's home. That's the Lurkshop. We call it the OG Lurky.
OG
So,
Lurk.
so I was there,
We
kept that the whole
need
time.
to say OG Lurk.
I would definitely do that for the people there. I'll send that one to Sarah, everybody.
Yeah.
That'd be funny. Or just, King passed away. Rest in peace, King.
Oh, I didn't know King passed away. King was awesome because King was into sport bikes and into...
And his buddy told me he always crashed him into dumpsters.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he always thought his stuff was like racing. Like, he's like... So we would have like small, tiny race bikes. And he'd be
King
like,
was
what is
a
this? And we're
local
like,
legend for us, especially.
yeah. Anyway, so that's the story of the old G Lurkshop and how I know Ross here is one
Yep.
who hates that he hates this. Look at this. Well, you know what he hates more?
Being hungover.
Who does he look like? Put it in the comments who he looks like.
Everyone's gonna be like a dickhead.
No.
A Momo. Yeah.
But no, it's all good.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you for letting me keep my junk here.
Well, it wouldn't be a Carrie Pierno experience without you keeping your junk somewhere.
True.
You are like a raven. You got your shiny pieces.
I have too many motorcycles.
Oh, can you have too many motorcycles?
No, I don't think you can.
I don't think you personally can have too many. Everyone around you will tell you have too many motorcycles.
But everyone around me is wrong. Everybody's entitled to their wrong opinion.
It's true.
So, all right. Thank you for watching. I know this wasn't as cool as like GTO content. There were no burnouts. Actually, can we do a burnout? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Burnout. So here are my old Wurgis pipes for that H1 race bike. I just want to get over out here so you can see the old Word competition tuned or dyno tuned. Where is it? There we go. Kawasaki competition accessories. Bill Wurgis. How cool is that? Unfortunately, we can't use these because the frame's been modified too much so they're not functional anymore. Also, here is the Lurkshop logo.
Sure, that seems like also just don't get hammered by the water. This is no. Suka. You also have to film the world's best body shops across the road. Those guys want win. Every time they film on the street, they get like piles of cash to stop working. Totally illegal. Well, that was last year. They literally got paid like whatever stupid movie, this new show coming out about Philly and fentanyl, and they filmed it here and put trash on the street and fake homeless people everywhere. Oh my god, this is nice.
Wow.
No, it's not done. If he wins every other race and everyone else crashes, people only need to crash. That's the thing. Like, look what happened to Bastianini, and then look what happened to Martin again. Or when he went in the pit lane. Like, was that the sprint? Was that the race or the sprint? No, that was the race. Was it? Yeah, and like, just like, you know, as a guy who can barely ride properly anyway, I'm gonna criticize, you know, George Martin, but he's in. Didn't he blame someone for protecting Pecco recently? Or something? What, when he crashed? Oh, I wanted to be Bastianini because he's leading the car.
Yeah, but who do you think is going to win?
He's technically in the running. It'll be Pecco. Like, if I had to be a betting man, I'd go, it's like, I feel like it's a 50-50, but I think when the chips are down, he's already won it. So he's got an advantage just because he's won it before. Now, yeah. Who? Martin? Yeah, it got close. It's just,
It's a 16 buff in the dark.